Now we've got, only a couple players on the site itself. You have that toxic screen that allows them to creep in towards lamps, but also the camera from Foxy9. So he spots every single one of it, and Bane is prepared. Oh, it's a triple! Foxy9 on the other side as well finds one of his own. They've spotted Darien too, so all it comes down to is the final peek, and DRX picks up the pistol.
Bleed's gotta do something about that in the upcoming rounds, because otherwise, or at the very least, they're trading orb for orb, so I like that. But if you keep giving that B space for free, this map gets a lot easier for the defenders.
Bit of space. It's the same creep up, and they're going to spot that tripwire. It's been spotted now. Mako's very much prepared for it. Here comes the Spectre.
Oh,
okay. We are firing off on this weapon right now. Retla able to fight back with a little classic, but it's going to be the ace collection. Invest more resources into this Shower's take. They might be able to overflood Foxy9. He's kind of banking on that CQB duel, but Retla picks him up right off the bat.
Now this was all off of a fake with the Trailblazer over on B main, so Bleed banking on the fact that it should be a weaker site.
Rotations go through though. The site is slightly weaker, but let's see if Mako can do anything. It's not quite going to happen because Retla has snuck behind him. It's all down to Bane now. He's only got the Incendiary. Can't even push out. It's going to be scary. Smacks away.
Trips are still online, and here's the thing is that Bane has now returned to the A site. He has that orbital strike to the speed, not on Bleed's side. And
there's that trip. Yeah. Wingman will get the plant down unless the shot goes through. Bane will prop up the orbital strike just to deny a bit of space. But unfortunately, the duels aren't quite going DRX's way just yet. Foxy9 still holding up around Dice, able to take down Scary. Retla, though, watching the back, will be able to deny Buzz any form of entry. So it's a 1-on-3, 8 rounds in the mag. He flicks over. He's able to get the third kill, but not quite.
Big. Now they're going for the execute.
Again, you mentioned it. Focus on players like Foxy9 or extremities of the map. If they can find those numbers, if they can deny those trades, that is huge for Bleed. Now Ye has to showstopper, props it up.
Clear it.
Bane's trying to stay hidden inside of the Sky Smoke to get the peek up against the Spike Planter, and he does! He actually takes down Ye. Coming out from Bleed, Stacks trying to get a bit of space up around Lamps. He has to be very careful. There might be a bit of utility tossed his way, and unfortunately he's not quite able to deal with it just yet. Down to the 1-on-3. Bane playing up around Dice, goes in to try to isolate the angles.
How does he do it coming back? Just say, you know what, if you lose it, too bad. We're saving up for the next round. Yeah, Buzz already has this cleared. It's a stack over on the B side. It's a tag.
Ooh, not too bad. He actually gets the info, and he's prepared for the hit. The Stinger shots will fire through. Swaps over to the Vandal that he's picked up, and now Foxy9 is going down a tear. The Fox in the hen house again. An ace against Bleed. The angle just to wash up around Lamps, but Bleed at the very least have managed to take the first half of the site, and along with Wingman and everything else, the plant goes through. Double flash up now, and then Bleed peeks out. At the same time, because the spike is planted, because they have the control, Viper's Pit goes down. Scary holds from Lamps and ensures that DRX does not make it out any further. They're going to have to walk into the pit. And can they survive? No. 3 tries to find them. Can't see anything. Walks past the spike. Spots a little barrel. Takes down Retla. Now turns back around. But again, it's just too many angles to cover. Scary swings out from Showers.
Just sticking around here with no audio is not going to fake out a team like DRX. And what's more so is they can just hold on to their defaults.
Okay.
Well, that changes things a bit.
Not a bad idea. And again,
position.
Ye's just that good. Goes in for the dive right now, but yeah, Stacks right underneath the window. Actually able to take down Ye. Does tamper with the timing for a little bit because Darren able to find back a trade. But Bleed does not want to commit quite yet. Retla has managed to sneak in. That's right. Can he get the heads-up duel against Mako, though? Not quite. That comes his way. He knows his role, and he's going to perform it to the best of his ability. You've got those trips. You've got the off angle, and he goes in for the spray. But going for Wingman and Darien, it's a little bit too much. Darien takes him down. Now going into Lamps, Darien does it all. It's all down to Buzz. And it's a little bit tricky. He's coming from the round back of Market. Thrash goes out, and he's kind of been spotted from Showers, but dives straight in. Buzz has no earthly idea. A little bit of a ring around the rosy moment. Buzz just watches the angle, spots him, and he actually nails it down. Buzz! The first. And you have to imagine DRX is trying to set up for stalls, delays, and maybe a bit of a retake hit as well. Stacks has the ultimate. The Viper's Pit, although it was down, Ye just denies it completely, along with his showstopper. Foxy9 though still trying to stay hidden inside of the smokes. Bane actually finding 2 kills through the smokes up against Ye as well as Darian. Now Foxy9 swings out, gets the drop on Zest. It's all down to Scary, the clutch master, 1v3. Can he make it happen? He doesn't have the time, and DRX just stay away.
You play that they'll try to do some sort of pressure over onto A Showers. But quite frankly, this is a good screen, but DRX reads it. They actually just meet him 3v3. It's a shootout.
Best right now, and he's able to push outside of Showers. But guess what? DRX has already made their way into the site.
Yeah, this is a bit of a rough one. I mean, Foxy9 even cured. All he needs to do is tie someone up in Showers and make them scared of that flank around.
Unbelievable. I love that from Foxy9. And of course, it's quick work from the rest. Entire map as quickly as possible, but Ye's not going to allow that, not too easily. Finds the drop against Buzz, so no more dive entries for DRX. Foxy9, though, doesn't care. Pushes out of Showers on his own. Great pop flash from Stax just to support him, and it gives them a lot more in headlights if he finds the timing on it.
Yeah, but there's the trip.
There is that trip. Bane just fires off the incendiary at the right time, peeks up again. Darian and Zest continue to push up, just buying the attention away. They actually managed to make it work, but they got to work against the spike. Bane is just toying with them, playing around his safe
the orbital
cover.
strike.
The orbital strike now goes in and lands down, able to call out the bomb. Darian does not have any more time. No health remaining either. It's ahead of Bleed right now. If Retla got the drop against him, then that might have been a different story, but unfortunately, that's not quite meant to be just yet. A bit of a judge buy from Bleed, but of course, they're also pushing out along with some upgraded picks.
But now that time has passed and you didn't see all 5 members, there wasn't a push out of B main, DRX has to be very wary of this, but oh my, that's a lineup from Retla.
Scenario. You've got quite a bit of utility as well, though, so I wouldn't count DRX just yet. Bleed has to be very careful in how they want to take these fights. Now just holding up around the judge. They're denying DRX any form of sight control. So a bit of kills, Ye in with the paint shells, and the final
Dizzy over the wall as well, right for that counter flash, and they don't see it come out, so they're thinking, okay, no pop flashes in sight, but there's one, the anti's ready.
Wow!
DRX not ever letting go.
Just so prepared. A showstopper right off the bat as well, but Scary with the incendiary kind of catches them at the choke point as they try to walk through. So a bit of a barbecue roast for Bleed right now, and DRX has to, evacuate the sites. They're trying to call out a bit of a fake, and Bleed just continues to put in the pressure. Retla holding out from elbow.
Bleed, you even have that operator. Sure, you have the Seekers. But we'll see. Paint shows just to try to disperse him a little bit. Trailblazer trying to clear out early on.
Little angle.
Up, he gets spotted! Whoa. And that's just the wall bang right.
Buzz just continues to thread the needle. Unfortunate for Ye, but at the very least, Seeker sent out. And you have a little bit of space up around elbow now. Bleed continuing to save, so they don't have the option. Gonna have to tuck tail and turn away. Meanwhile, DRX, they will reach map point.
Look at Bleed's control, right? You said it's extremities and they have the information.
What?
Yeah, overall, it's just a
Buzz.
short giving up. Buzz does fly through, but Scary's waiting there right with him. At an off angle, he should have a better angle here as well. You'll pick up Bane.
Good hold. All down to Mako. Able to isolate the first duel, but 40 seconds.
But if there's anyone to clutch on DRX, it's always been Mako. He does get spotted. That makes things significantly more difficult. Ye will get a third with the op. Crossfire set up for Ye. It's a lot of pressure, and there should be another pop flash coming. It's right over the wall, and the orbital strike!
The orbital strike! It pushes Ye off. Buzz will dive in. The trades come through. Mako, a bit with a double. Zest manages to hold down 3. We're back to a 2 on.
Yeah, I love Foxy9's rotate over to main. You're making them think that it's going to be a split onto Hookah. Only Mako shown so far.
Whoa.
And he lands the first shot and the second as well. 4K for Mako to wrap it up 13-9.
I mean, this entire map is Yoru. I mean,
yeah, I've got my eyes on that. The Yours have to be good here, but for now, that trip has not been taken out. Finally, does get deleted. Buzz still hiding in that cyber cage. Scary gets 2 though.
Comes back in and tops up on top just to claim up the third. Mako able to fire back as have a bit of time to back off.
Right, you don't have too much util to work with, but look at this. The fast flank around from Bane with the secondary, and as a read. They know, all right, they know that Bane likes to get a little sneaky. They figured it out over from Bind as well.
Just a great way to hold the angle. Mako has his work cut out for him. Able to isolate the angles for the time being, though, takes down Ye. But as soon as the spike taps continue to pester him, he goes out for the peak, and Zest just lands the final shot. and able to claim control over backside. Spike not yet planted though. I mean, it's still too hot. You've got too many zones that you haven't quite covered, and Retla has the Guardian. Perfect for long-range duels, perfect for long-range snipes, but it doesn't matter if Buzz just comes up from behind. Darren flicks back around along with the Outlaw, just trying to push DRX back, and these guys are just still trying to hold safe. Bane now picked up the Guardian. 2 players. Props up yet another smoke, and he's trying to walk through it. Zest has to be very careful. Darian fires off the first shot, position aware. Buzz peeks out and takes him down. Zest fires back off with the Guardian, but a little bit too slippery. Big map that mid is always an area for contention. Right now, there is that bit of an A split getting set up, and you've got to watch out for the fake outs, but Buzz doesn't care about it. He actually finds the frag on towards Ye. Because of this, now you've got to watch out for Halls, you've got to watch out for mid, and everyone from Bleed is trying to move out, but it doesn't quite work. Foxy9, Mako, they've got the angles, they've got the sight.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one. I mean, considering the creds, it's a 2v3 and you know Buzz is weak, so they'll go for it. Okay, make it a 2v2. That'll at least draw out the pit.
Where Buzz is just yet, but they probably have an idea. I don't know if you can really stick the defuse though, and Mako just comes back into the pit at the right time, finds Retla, finds Darian. It's the dangerous threats looming on the other side. Puts out the gate crash just to get him a little bit more safe cover. Sees if he can find at least 1 or 2. Goes in for the spray transfer, double kill, maybe a third. Darian comes in to bail him out. Stax will be able to find the trade.
And Zest, he's wise to it. He's got his eyes on. He's got to protect Darian. Okay, spotted.
All right. Just trying to still stay around the position. That's the spike plant as well. Now Foxy9 able to hold out around the doors. Now he's spotted Retla, trying to go in for the duel up against him. Has to watch his back as well. But Stax has his 6 covered. Foxy9 able to focus on the front.
Not able to get the shot through the smoke.
Okay. At least he makes it away with his operator.
But is Ye safe here? I mean, they're banking on it.
All right. He's got the angle at the very least, and he's been good for the one-on-ones, but Bane instantly trades right back off of the information. A little bit more prepared for the duel at the second time. Darian trying to re-peek, spots out the player a little bit too late. Rescopes, doesn't quite work out. Bane now continues to press up front. Foxy9 up around stairs. The entire side.
Where are you going to try to clear with that? Are you able to get Bane? Looks like there was 1 tag. Initial drift.
Okay, he's going to get the information, but unfortunately Retla not quite ready for the draw. It's Buzz with the blades just to cut and divide. The entire site has been dispersed. Now back onto the operator. He locks down the angle. Man, pushing out. Defend against this. Bleed trying their darndest. Ye just up around the edges, but his team is not quite with him. The gate crash coming through the other side, but it just reveals his position, and Foxy9 will be able to get the spray against him. It's all down to Scary now as he isolates the angles, finds the first one, spots out Buzz, but he knows that there are players marching towards him. Tries to spot towards the top of the stairs, but Bane is...
But you hear it, and you know the traps are there, so you gotta imagine the Cypher is somewhere.
Okay, Retla at the very least.
Bane trying to find it.
Spots out the trip. Ye watches the off angle, catches on Foxy. Retla, along with the trips, manages to take the shot down against Buzz. That's your top fragger gone. Suddenly a lot more doable for Bleed.
Oh, Retla needs to stay alive, but the backup needs to arrive in time. Okay. Retla's caught out a bit.
Trying to peek through the pyramids. His camera is still up and online, and because of that, he is able to come online through tunnel into the B site. Mako hears it all, goes out for a bit of a peek and finds so many players. He's like, all right, the entire team needs to rotate over right now. But Darian and Zest just watch the angles. They fan out across the entire site, and Mako's down as well. It's back to a 2-on-4. And Scary's on the lurk. Catches Buzz. That's Buzz gone. Bane coming up from behind. Peeks out. Camera spots him. Bane goes back just to take off the tracker. Scary tries to push up front and will be able to find that headshot. Bleed with both pistols on this map.
It's huge. You don't have the crossfire anymore for Bleed.
Hearing for that tap.
Trying to draw them in.
Drone comes out, and Foxy9's looking for the peaks. Able to track his crosshair onto Darian. Now it's up to Stax. Bane fires off all the way from back arches, and DRX has the site surrounded. Zest, he's in for a world of hurt as Buzz peeks out. Unbelievable. I mean, this is a Bleed that looks rocked from the previous round. They're trying to keep both hands up. They're trying to stay defensive. But as Ye continues to walk out front, Stax just catches him. So much freedom. Triple kill now coming through. Retla manages to make it a trade, even taking down...
Go for a 2v3.
30 seconds left.
I have to imagine he's waiting for the recon.
No, I think they just got
Popping over. Oh no, Foxy 9! He just watches the angle. He just defends the site. The bulwark for DRX, and they manage to close this out.